All right, so let's look, Michael, at your work here. It says Van and his sister and his mom and dad. Good. Those were the characters. The story took place at the food festival, and at the beginning, that was when they went to the food festival. Good. So now this first read, you're only supposed to do it for 1 minute. So I'm wondering if you read 175 words in 1 minute, or if you just read all 175 words correctly. You'll have to let me know. So if you just did it, all together, that's fine. But for the next week, or actually for this week, maybe tomorrow's reading, when you do the page like this, just stop after 1 minute and write the number down, and then you'll just finish reading it. Okay? All right. Let's go on to our next one. Oh, we're going to go sideways here. All right, we're talking about root words. Okay, root words are the same thing as base words. And if you turn your head, if you add something to a word either at the beginning or the end, there always has to be a word first, and that's the root word. So open was the word before they added the ed, show was the word before they added the ing, sell was the word before they added the ing, just like stop was the word before they added the ed, and reach was the word before they added the ed. And it's really, as you're reading, if you come across a difficult word, it's good to look and see if they added anything to the beginning or the end to see if you can find the base word. Now on these Your Turn workbook pages, if they ask you to do something that has to be done on paper, you do not have to do that, okay? So you did a really good job doing that, but you typically don't. You don't have to do those. Look at what that was. Or did you just write it? It says Your Turn workbook, page 19. Page 19, I don't see that, but oh, I see the sentences. Okay. Then write, okay. Very good. Okay, so Jessica went to the store to get some milk. Oh, this wasn't 19, this was page 17. So you gave her a name, and it was a long walk. She forgot her name. Very good. And to bring. So you added some nice details in there, Lee, and you did a good job with your writing. If you use this kind of line paper, the lines are kind of small, so definitely skip lines in between. So I'd like you to write on this line, then skip a line, write on this line, then skip a line, write on this line. It just makes it easier for you, and it makes it easier for me. So that way you're actually on a line, but that was good. All right, so we have our command exclamations. Very good. Good handwriting. We want to go ahead and use up all these lines. So they didn't want you to just trace. They wanted you to write a few letters too. So you could do that. Usually if you have to write a few letters, we say 5, just for practice. So right here, these are good places to write just 5 using the lines that they give you. All right, good job. Hopefully I can't tell from looking at this if you graded this with the video. If you didn't, you definitely need to have your mom look at it. And if you do grade it with the video, go ahead and put a big -0 on each one, or star, or smiley face, something so that I can tell that you have gone over it. All right, nice science observation. Okay, I know you can't see all these, but I can. Very good. All right, now we're getting into math and some good math answers here. Explain how you know which numbers are odd and which numbers are even. The numbers are pairs. Odds have leftover numbers, so that's or even numbers are pairs. Great, great observation and great sentence. Very good. Okay, let's look at this one real quick. Sometimes these are a little bit harder. Choose an even number between them and then draw a picture and a sentence. The number I chose is 16. 16 is an even number, so 16 is also an even number. So you could have written that, so I drew 8 pairs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So you drew 8 pairs and that made 16. That's something you could have. Usually when you're writing a sentence about a math problem, all you have to do is actually look at the problem, and just write down exactly what you did. My number is 16. It's an even number. I drew 16 circles. That is 8 pairs. You know, that is exactly what that picture was. So when you're writing a sentence about math, just write exactly what you did or what you see on your page. Explain how you know the value of the digits in the number 58. 50 is a tens number, so if you say 58, the 8 is a 1. Okay, good. And let's be careful with our 5s. Okay, 50 is a tens number. Okay, good. Or you could just say there are 5 tens, because that's in the tens digit. There are 8 ones. Okay, and good job. So another great week, Michael.